We are driving east from Phoenix into the high desert and toward the Sierra Ancha Mountains. From motor vehicle to our own 2 feet, we hike up what was once a road, now barely passable as a trail.
It is rugged out here.
We're looking for a remnant of this area's history.
I think it's on the face of that hill over there.
After an hour of hiking, we find what we're looking for. It's little more than a small hole in the rock on the side of the mountain. But this was a uranium mine. Its entrance has collapsed, but it's right here. The uranium mined here was used for nuclear weapons in the 1950s to the late 1960s, and for the country's fledgling nuclear power industry. This mine may be abandoned, but there may be a time in the not-so-distant future where new uranium mines like this one may pop up all over this region. The radioactive fuel that was mined in this mountain range decades ago is gaining new interest.
Radiation inside the plant is at 8 times the deadly level.
The nuclear disaster at 3 Mile Island.
The accident occurred here at the 3 Mile Island nuclear power plant.
The Chernobyl nuclear power plant explosion in 1986.
From the initial panic at Chernobyl.
And the meltdown at Japan's Fukushima Daiichi power plant in 2011.
In Japan, the Fukushima complex will also have to be entombed.
Largely soured the popular view of nuclear energy. To be sure, Arizona's Palo Verde nuclear generating station has operated safely for nearly 40 years. And now, Arizona's 3 largest utilities, Tucson Electric Power, APS, and SRP, are planning to build a second nuclear power plant, as nuclear energy across the country is experiencing a revival.
We think that it's really critical and exciting.
Bobby Olson is the Assistant General Manager for Sustainability at SRP. He says nuclear makes sense to address the state's growing appetite for electricity, from microchip plants to high-rise towers to sprawling neighborhoods.
So if we start today, from a planning perspective, we might be able to have nuclear in the plan by the late 30s, early 40s.
Nuclear power plants are fueled by uranium-235. It's a radioactive element that is only found in high concentrations in about a dozen states. Most uranium currently comes from foreign countries, much of it from Russia. But last year, Congress passed a law that bans most uranium imports from Russia in an effort to jumpstart uranium mining and production in the U.S. Arizona already has 1 uranium mine operating near the Grand Canyon. It's been controversial.
We are very concerned about contamination.
Environmentalists say this is just too close to the Colorado River. This map shows the locations of Arizona's other known uranium deposits, and there's a high concentration of them in the Sierra Anchas. 10 years ago, we hiked to one of the largest open, abandoned uranium mines in the mountain range, and we followed the water as it drained out of the mine entrance, through the canyon, into Cherry Creek, to the Salt River, and into Roosevelt Lake, the Phoenix area's largest reservoir of fresh drinking water. You see, all of the old uranium mines in this area, and there are a lot of them, eventually drain into Roosevelt. We found pipes like this one still sticking out of the side of the mountain.
Drainage pipes like that one show there are still remnants of the mining activity that took place up here.
Some of the creeks and campsites have signs warning visitors not to camp overnight and not to drink the water because of radiation. And these mines have been closed for more than 50 years.
The track record for this industry is abysmal.
Taylor McKinnon is the Southwest Director of the environmental group, the Center for Biological Diversity. He argues that restarting uranium mining, especially near drinking water sources, is a bad idea. You look at the literature that uranium mining companies put out now, and they say that what they do now is safe for the environment. Should we believe them?
No. We should not believe them because it's not safe for the environment.
Officials at SRP are in an unusual situation. They are co-investors in Arizona's new nuclear power plant, but they are also custodians of the reservoirs on the Salt River, including Roosevelt Lake.
Are you concerned that some of these companies may start up, uranium mining in places that are near proximity to like Roosevelt Lake?
I don't know that I have immediate concerns on that right now. It's a little early to tell exactly what that fuel supply would look like and whether or not it would be domestic or international supply.
In a statement, SRP officials later told us they are not aware of any plans to perform exploratory or production uranium mining on any lands in the Sierra Ancha Mountains. If any such plans develop, SRP would be very interested in ensuring that the activities do not compromise the water quality of the water resources in the area. But our investigation found a mining company purchased old mines and mining claims in the Sierra Anchas in 2011. Uranium Energy Corp now owns 198 mining claims here. In 2022, the company published an initial assessment and recommended moving forward on drilling and testing the claims. An official from Uranium Energy Corp told Arizona's Family Investigates, "We do not have any current exploration or development plans for that region. As with all mineral claims, any future exploration activity would be subject to market conditions, regulatory approvals, and environmental considerations."
Trying to mine uranium in Phoenix's watershed, I think, would be pretty unpopular for most people in the greater Metro Phoenix area.
And yet, this company would not have spent money to buy those claims if they didn't think that there was a realistic possibility that they could mine there.
Or flip the claims and sell them. That's often what happens. But your point's taken.